It's your boy Conservist34. This video is to shout out SiriusXM, Dave Matthews Band Radio, SiriusXM management, everyone that's involved with this awesome channel, which is now on channel 30 permanently. I've had my feedback with Dave Matthews Band Radio. You can check all the videos. We've been very critical of it, but I gotta give it props. This weekend was awesome for what this radio station can be, the potential of this radio station. Now, what they did this weekend is they had a special show. Dave Matthews taking requests from fans, replying to fans, including my boy Alan Thompson. He got on there. His wifey got shouted out. He got shouted out. I was so excited. I was like, that's my boy, man. But they had that special show, which I reviewed. You can check that video out. Along with this, they had this theme of the live show, the live recordings. And they did both. They played a lot of awesome live songs, just standout songs here and there, from the 2018, 2019 shows to stuff all the way back in the early 90s, right? They did a great job of making a diverse set of songs that were just standout songs from different eras. They also played classic live track shows front to back. Some of them I suggested when asked by Ari, shout out to Ari Flink, on Twitter. So they're taking that feedback I gave and other people gave on Twitter, and they're utilizing it for this special weekend, 4th of July weekend that just passed. I said Live Tracks 3, Live Tracks 31. I also said Live Tracks 2. All of those were played this weekend. We got Live Tracks 1, I believe, as well, and Live Tracks 7, I heard a little bit of that. The homie Bella Fleck jamming out with the band for New Year's Eve, into the new year. Back in those days, that was, I believe, at the Hampton Coliseum, aka the mothership, as they call it. So they had awesome shows that were played front to back. And here's the thing. This is the reality with what you consider a diehard Dave Matthews Band fan or a diehard music fan. There are fans that go to a lot of shows each year, right, that are on these different forums, like DMB Family, shout out to the squad there, that they were on here posting, I hadn't even heard this song. I haven't heard this song. I haven't heard that song. So fans can love Dave, have a picture of him over their bed, right? Their husband knows Dave is the #1 man in their life. But they don't listen to the deep cuts, nor should we knock them for doing that. People listen to these bands in different ways. But there were fans that had been fans for 15 years that were discovering deep cuts from DMB Live 25 this weekend, right? That's awesome. We had fans who didn't realize Live Tracks 31 has a very, very special version of Satellite that even if you hate every other version of Satellite, you will love this version. People are like, yo, this Live Tracks 31 is dope. And here's the thing. People were messaging me, oh, I think I should buy this. People on DMB Family, oh man, maybe I should get this Live 25. So this is not only benefiting SiriusXM, this is benefiting fans who say, you know what, I'm going to make a purchase because I heard it on DMB Radio. These are fans who have been with the band for a decade plus, who just, look, most people, I'm a huge football fan, Patriots fan. I don't know the third string offensive tackle, okay? Because unlike DMB, I love football, but my passion doesn't go to the depth chart past the starters. So there's different levels, in this radio station can be a tool to give people new experiences, even though they've been with this band for a decade plus. 2 decades, almost 3 decades for some of the fans who started off in the early 90s at the frat parties. This is what I believe this station can be. And here's the thing. This is the reason I'm so passionate about this station being successful, is because without SiriusXM Radio, I wouldn't have some of the connections I have with certain bands. The Grateful Dead, I had heard their music, but listening to Grateful Dead radio when I bought my car back in 2014 and a little bit after that, it was a school to teach me. Here's this show from 74. Here's this show from 69. Here's this show from the late 80s, right? Here's the Coliseum show with Bradford Marsalis. It was a teaching tool to get me into the bus, to get me into the world of the Grateful Dead, have me on a long, strange trip. The Revivalists, a band I love, and I'm so sad I can't see, even though I saw them earlier this year. I want to see them again. The Revivalists, I was introduced to them via Jam On Radio. Shout out to Ari Flink and the cats at Jam On Radio. I heard their interview and it connected me to the band. Then I heard their music and I was like, I'm in love with it. And I'm like, this is an alternate rock band who plays a jam band type show every night. They don't know what they're going to play until the day of. So I fell in love because of, guess what? Jam On. Giving me a special band that fits the wheelhouse of my love for alternative rock and varied set lists. Pearl Jam Radio. I have heard Pearl Jam's hits nonstop for the last 15 years, but I never was a big fan of Pearl Jam. I love Soundgarden. I love Alice in Chains. Temple of the Dog, which has members of people from Pearl Jam. I love that. But Pearl Jam Radio has helped me to understand the deeper cuts beyond the more staples. And I like some of the stuff. I don't like some of the stuff, but I'm getting into Pearl Jam. And hopefully, if I can get tickets to a future show, if we ever have concerts again, I would love to check out Pearl Jam. So this platform, SiriusXM Radio, it makes fans. It grows fan bases. And I want the Dave Matthews Band radio to get people who are tuning in through the channels. They go here, oh, I'm bored. I'm chilling 4th of July weekend. Let me pop in. If they popped in this weekend, I'm sure they respected this band more. Even if they're like, I don't know, we'll give it another try next week. They respected this band more because what was played, this was some of the best stuff from all of the eras, from the older stuff to the newer stuff and everything in between. And I got to thank Ari Flink for on Twitter, requested feedback from fans like me. And that feedback was shown this weekend. And also management who has to allow some of these things to come through. I hope this station does grow fans who listen more casually into more hardcore fans. I hope it helps some day one fans or mid-90s fans who weren't as into like these super rare unreleased stuff, that maybe they can learn some new songs, which we're seeing. And also the big thing here for the band is you're going to see purchases. Maybe you're not going to see 50 million purchases of live tracks, but you're going to see people think about buying D&B Live 25. This Christmas time, someone's going to think about using their gift card to buy Live Track 31 because it was played this weekend. There are so many things to explore with music, and a radio station themed for a specific band can do wonders for casual fans, for non-believers browsing through, or the hardcore fan who can learn even one new nugget about the band. So I learned from this station, when it was a temporary station, that Leroy Moore studied Bradford Marsalis on Sting's album in the 80s. The album with Englishmen in New York, and I can't remember the name right now, but it has that song. Roy studied that. That was one of the nuggets left on DMB Radio. So we can always learn as fans. We can always enjoy the band in different lights. We can also spread the religion of DMB through this radio station, which, if it continues to build momentum, will be respected with the Grateful Dead radios, the Fish radios, the Pearl Jam radios, as things come forward. That's all I got. This is the most positive video I've had in like 3 years. It's your boy Concertfist34. I'm happy. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay quarantined if you can. Look out for one another. Peace.